It is a disgusting time in politics where we decide what we're willing to morally accept based on the jersey you're wearing. And if you are one of those people that was willing to plug your nose, you're the problem.
Well, then I'm the problem, because I was one of those people, and I said it, if I lived in Maine, I would have, plugged my nose and I would have voted for him anyway.
The same folk that getting out here and spitting on each other and crying every 5 minutes over Donald Trump decided that they think that all that stuff he was accused of don't count.
Fox News alert, Graham Plattner has just dropped out of his race for Senate in Maine after pressure from Democrat leaders.
We believe that for the movement to continue, and for that reason, we are suspending campaign operations.
I want to tell you guys about Verdict, best bourbon on the market. The Guilty is straight bourbon, 6-year, smooth, a lot of flavor on the finish. I'm telling you, man, go look at the reviews. I just go to the reviews because, I could tell you it's great all I want. Obviously, it's my company. But if you look at the reviews, you'll hear the story of what people think about the bourbon. And if you like bourbon with a little sweetness, I say it's a gateway into bourbon, is the Not Guilty. So go on to verdictbourbon.com, give it a try, look at the reviews, order some. I guarantee you'll like it. The next topic we want to talk about is Graham Plattner, that ridiculous Democrat. When I first started the show, we were going to talk about Graham Plattner and how the Democrat Party wanted him ousted, but yet he wanted to remain in the process. However, we now have breaking news about Graham Plattner. Roll the clip.
Fox News alert, Graham Plattner has just dropped out of his race for Senate in Maine after pressure from Democrat leaders following accusations from a woman he previously dated. Plattner released a video. We'll have it for you shortly.
We have to do this.
It's low.
Over the past couple days, really yesterday and today, we have had to have that exact same conversation. We believe that for the movement to continue, it can't be made. And for that reason, we are suspending campaign operations.
Hold on, time out. Not because you get allegations and you got a Nazi symbol on your chest and all the other ridiculous things this man has been involved in since the time he made mention that he want to run for office. Not because of any of that. It's because in order to win the race, we got to, the same folk that getting out here and spitting on each other and crying every 5 minutes over Donald Trump decided that they think that all that stuff he was accused of don't count. He literally had a white supremacist symbol on his chest that he covered up with a planet or something after he got in trouble over it. He had it. It was popping off his chest. And then when he got called out and people recognized it, he got it covered up. Y'all, these people are such MF and hypocrites. Is beyond me. Now, he gave his little weirdo statement. Maybe I'll play a little bit more of it. And I want to go to Sunny Hostin with her sorry self. And I want y'all to hear what this beautiful woman had to say. Roll the clip.
This is incredibly difficult because I know that some will think it's an admission of guilt, and it most certainly is not. We're not doing it because of the allegations. We're doing it because of the structures that are being taken away from us by those in power. And I also feel an immense amount of responsibility to everyone who has worked so hard to get us to where we are.
All right, I'm done listening to this guy. I think Graham Plattner's wife admitted on a thing that he was cheating and she knew about it. I could have sworn that was his wife that got on TV. I said, I can't believe this woman is saying this, that she knew he was swinging or something, and they were totally fine with it. Listen to Sunny Hostin with her sorry self. And what she, after all these years of crying over Donald Trump and all the alleged things he did, listen to what she said. Roll it.
It is a disgusting time in politics where we decide what we're willing to morally accept based on the jersey you're wearing. And if you are one of those people that was willing to plug your nose, you're the problem.
Well, then I'm the problem because I was one of those people, and I said it, if I lived in Maine, I would have, plugged my nose and I would have voted for him anyway. I think that we are in a time of existential crisis in this country. I think Republicans fall in line. They don't fall in love. Democrats want to fall in love and not fall in line. You know, the Republican Party, the bar is so very low. I cannot believe that they want to try to assume the moral high ground on the Republican Party.
Right.
I mean, you can miss me with all that, especially when you have Pete Hegseth, who was confirmed by the Senate in 2025 as the head, as a cabinet member, as the defense secretary, when he had one drinking allegations. His sister-in-law submitted a sworn affidavit describing his drinking problem, and in order to get confirmed, he pledged that he wouldn't drink on the job. Number two, he had a tattoo controversy, not one, but two tattoo controversies. One was a Deus Vult tattoo, which is used by white nationalist groups. Two, he has a Jerusalem cross tattoo, which has been interpreted as an extremist symbol. And finally, in 2017, a woman claimed he had sexually assaulted her after a conference. She reported that assault immediately. She had a sexual assault examination. And in 2020, and he says it was a consensual encounter. And in 2020, he paid her $50,000 to settle the claim. Yet
why not condemn them all? Because I condemn them all.
Well, but the Republicans didn't do that.
Time out. All right. The wasted face and the other broad is on there arguing with each other. Let me just explain what she just said. This woman is a massive hypocrite. She just said, Republicans are wrong for doing X, Y, Z, so I'm going to do it. I'm going to vote for a guy who's a white he had a symbol on his chest. People were coming out and saying he was a racist. This woman cried every day about seeing American flags and how they make her feel emotional about being black in America. Yes, she said she would vote for a man with a symbol. Don't tell me nothing about Pete Hegseth with a cross on his Jerusalem cross on the thing. And the Catholic Church had Jerusalem crosses everywhere. And she y'all made it into a controversy. There was no controversy around his tattoos. Then some woman said he did a thing. I remember I looked this up. When the woman accused him of raping her like a long time ago or whatever the case may be. And I think it was very suspicious at the thing she said. I think the text came out or something. It was consensual. Yeah. I think they were in like a hotel room and she had him take her she had him take her back to her hotel or something like that. And I seen Pete Hegseth, man. He's a handsome dude. Come on, lady. Quit lying. He probably paid you $50,000 to shut up and stop dragging his name through the mud because she had a sex assault kit and it did not yield anything. Look, there's two different things here. If you can accuse somebody of sexual assault, which women do all the time and they lying, I say 90% of these sexual assault lying women. Some women are telling the truth. But you have these women accuse people, and then they don't want to do anything criminal. They just want civil. They want money. They want to go after your personality and character. But then you have women who actually get abused, and they actually have things done. Now, if you got abused for real, and you had a kit done, it would yield that there was some type of assault that happened, and people go to jail over that. You go to jail before they prove whether you did it or not. You go into jail. The fact that Pete Hegseth did not go to jail and was never charged with this should tell you everything you need to know. And then you look at the scenario as I remember it. She was drunk. She consented to it, and then she said she didn't, but then she did. Then she's texting him, "I had a good time. I want to see you again," or something crazy. You lying or chata. All right.